The shrimp skewers I'd paid for were circling the room on silver trays, grilled to perfection, marinated in saffron and citrus, gleaming under chandelier light. I wasn't supposed to see them, wasn't supposed to be there at all. My name had been scrubbed from the guest list like dirt beneath a manicured nail. But I was there anyway. Silent. Invisible in plain sight. A black suit, unreadable face, the kind of man you forget is in the room, until it's too late. My brother, the venue manager, spotted me slipping through the back hallway. No words, just a nod. We both knew. Some truths don't need speaking. Then I heard her, tight laughter laced with sugar and venom. The bride. My wife's sister. Her voice echoing 2 rooms over, through a cracked door I wasn't meant to be near. You know he actually paid for the food, she giggled. Guys so desperate for approval. I told him he's too trashy to even come. But hey, his money spends. Another voice joined hers. One of the bridesmaids maybe. I didn't care enough to check. Didn't you use his name to get the venue discount too? Her laugh came sharper this time. Of course. My sister married into the family, why not milk it? I stood there, still as stone. Letting the rot coil around my chest, slow and bitter. Every syllable another needle pushed into the flesh. I didn't flinch. I didn't move. I just listened, memorized, and then I turned and walked away. Not out of shame. I don't carry that anymore. Not after everything. I walked away because betrayal demands silence before the strike. It needs calculation, not confrontation. Precision. You don't destroy someone like her with rage, you do it with patience. This wasn't the first time I'd heard that voice mask cruelty with charm. But this was different. 2 nights ago she'd stood in my home, hugged me with red lips and fake warmth, called me brother, like it meant something. She'd leaned in close, whispered that her fiancé's card was maxed and asked if I could help with catering. Said I'd be saving the day. So I paid. Every cent. My wife had smiled softly, said I was kind. Said I was generous. She didn't see the twitch in her sister's fingers when she lied. But I did. I always do. Later that night, I asked my wife if I was still invited. She hesitated. Said it was complicated. Said maybe, just maybe, I should sit this one out, to keep the peace. That's when something inside me fractured. Quietly. Permanently. I nodded. Walked into the kitchen. Poured myself a drink that tasted like nothing. And I began planning. I started with the venue. A family business. My brother ran it, and while he'd done what she asked, kept my name off the books, he didn't like it. I could see it. So I asked him to record their next conversation. I want to know how far she'll go, I said. He nodded. All right. That's family. Then I pulled the receipts. The catering invoice, my name, my company card, my generosity. But she told everyone her fiancé had covered it. The charming fraud. I had access to the guest list through the planner's email. Easy. She hadn't removed my name from the finances, just from the invite. I called the florist next, confirmed my sponsorship. They praised me for being such a generous brother-in-law. Said the bride told them I just didn't like big events. So, I laughed, low and bitter. She'd rewritten me out of the story but left my wallet in the credits. I stayed quiet. Waited. Didn't show for the rehearsal dinner. Let her believe she'd won. The morning of the wedding, my brother sent me the recording. She was in the bridal suite. Make sure he doesn't show, she told someone. He'll ruin the photos. His face doesn't fit the aesthetic. The makeup artist, confused, asked, Your sister's okay with this? She's spineless. She'll get over it. He's not even really family. Just a stepping stone. I played it once. Then again. Then again. Each time I felt less. No anger. No sorrow. Just clarity. That evening, as the first dance played, I stepped into the side room of the venue, the one where the slideshow was about to start. Staff gathered around. My brother stood by the sound controls, face tight. Without a word, he patched the audio into the speakers. He pressed play. Her voice filled the space. He's too trashy to even come, but hey, his money spends. She's spineless. He's just a stepping stone. The guests froze. The murmur started. Then silence again, heavier than before. I stepped through the archway. Into the open. She turned, saw me. Her face drained of color. The bouquet in her hand slipped, petals scattering across the floor like ashes. I held up my phone. Played it again. Let her words carve the air like glass. This time no one looked away. The groom leaned toward her, whispered something. She slapped his arm. Blamed him. Then me. I didn't speak. Didn't need to. I turned to my wife. She stood by the cake table, eyes wide. I asked you once, I said. One time. Was I still invited? She didn't answer. She didn't have to. I walked out. Not fast. Not loud. Just, gone. She called later. 6 times. Then 10. Then silence. 2 days later my wife moved out. Said she needed space. I gave it to her. The kind you don't return from. The kind you drown in. I never asked for an apology. Never gave a warning. That's the mistake people like her sister make. They confuse kindness with weakness. Think you're safe just because someone's quiet. But I don't forget. I don't forgive. You use my name to build your perfect world, then choke when it burns down around you? That's not revenge. That's balance. And now, the guest list doesn't matter. Because I was never part of their world. I was the reckoning they invited by mistake.